Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hazman, and today my group and I will present about the delegation of UTM in collaboration with NUS University. So, before we go through more about what this event is about, I will give about a brief introduction what is the purpose of this event is. This event will establish a close relationship between students from School of Computing UTM and students from Faculty of Computing National University Singapore. These programs also can show how other universities outside of Malaysia handles online learning during this pandemic. The reason we create this activity is because from the activity that we have joined previously, we see that those activity does not emphasize on creating some UTM's graduate attributes, which is first, communication skill, and second, global citizen. The global citizen is someone who is aware of and understand the wider world and their place in it. They take an active role in their community and work with others to make our place more successful. Next is I want to emphasize why these graduate attributes are very important to the students. Communication skills are essential to allow others and yourself to understand information more accurately and quickly. This is important, especially when the students have graduated and start their career. Poor communication skills lead to frequent misunderstanding and frustration, which will bring a lot of troubles when they are working. Furthermore, global citizen is someone who is aware of and understands the wider world and their place in it. They take an active role in their community and work with others to make our planet more peaceful, sustainable, and fairer. Without it, the student who graduate will have a trouble when trying to understand the world event and have a hard time dealing with the people from outside their place.
My name is Wagiman, and I will be presenting to you the data we have gathered from the survey that we have done. So we have conducted a survey that asking the student on what they think the activity will help them for. So for the first question, we're asking whether the student have issue when communicating in public. 55% of the student answer yes, which is quite concerning as it over than the half of the student. This strongly approve our point in saying that the communication skill is one of the weakness in UTM student. The next question that we ask is whether they think they are a global-minded person, which the result saying that 70% of them saying they didn't. This once again proof that global citizen attribute is not very common in UTM student. To strengthen our hold on the global citizen attribute is weak in UTM student, we ask whether they often communicate from foreign university student, which only merely 10% of them saying that they have. Then we ask if they ever wonder how the foreign student studies for their course. They almost unanimously say that they want. This shows that the student really want to broaden their knowledge of foreign countries and foreign students, but they only don't have the chance to doing so. And then we ask whether they think that the activity that we are proposing will help them in strengthening their graduate attribute, which for the first one being the communication skill. Majority of them saying that the event will greatly help them improving their communication skill. And then we ask whether they think that the activity that we are proposing will help them in strengthening their global citizen attributes, which once again, the majority of them saying that the activity will help them. This data that we have gathered prove that the activity that we are proposing is very good for the ETM student, and it will help student in building a very good attribute corresponding to the ETM graduate attribute guideline.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Farhan bin Ramzee. So today I will talk about the activity background. So This event is organized by Pesaka, Persatuan Mahasiswa Sains Komputer, School of Computer, Faculty of Engineering. This Pesaka UTM is an organization consists of students from School of Computer. This student is a representative student that have been elected in election 4 years once. Alright. This event is collaborative between Pesaka and also Student Computing Club from National University Singapore and US. So the date and venue. Date is 24th of June 2021, and the venue we choose Cisco WebEx as an online platform because due to the COVID-19. Also, we use Cisco WebEx because it is more secure than Zoom, because there is some rumor about the Zoom that they're leaking the data of their user. So our goal and objective from this event is we want to create a bond between UTM student and also NUS student. The second point is we want to create a diplomacy between NUS Student Computing Club and Pesaka, so that maybe we can have a future collaborative. And then the third point, because we want to increase the student knowledge and know the and change into their advantage. And the last one is we want to exchange view regarding the COVID-19 and how it affect students from other university. So our target participant for this event is students from both Faculty of Computing and US and also UTM. So our invited guest is Professor T.S. Dr. Wan Muhammad Nasir bin Wan Kadir. He is our chair of School of Computing UTM. He will give a talk and conduct the meeting between this delegation of two universities.
Of this program. So based on as you can see, the program is one day program that start from 9:30 a.m. And end at 1 p.m. That start with registration, that we will give a link of Cisco WebEx and also the password of this meeting to the participant, and it will have a speech by representative from Pesaka and also the NUS Student Computing Club, and also the speech from lecturer from NUS Student Computing Club, and the speech from invited guests, our chair of computing Chair of School of Computing UTM, Prof. T.S. Dr. Wan Muhammad Nasir bin Wan Kadir. And the next one is the session that called Live Ready Graduate Talk, and the next one is Virtual Campus Tour. And the last activity of this program is sharing session, that how do students cope with online distance learning at home, of 400 ringgit. And the last one is UTM space, because this is an international activities or program that we plan to get an amount of 100 ringgit. So the total of the income estimation that we plan is 700 ringgit. So the next one is expenditure estimation. So we are planned for 3 different expenditure estimation. The first one is relatable software. Relatable software is something like an NUS want us to provide software. So we are planned for 100 ringgit budget for relatable software. So the next one is participant certification. So we are targeting the participant is around 40 students. So one certificate is around 4 ringgit. So the subtotal of participant certification is 160 ringgit. And then last one is merchandise for exchange, around 40 participant. So the price for merchandise for exchanger is 10 ringgit per unit, and the total is 400 ringgit. And the total of Expenditure estimation is 660 ringgit. Next is monitoring and evaluation of this program. During this event, we will make sure that everyone from our side will have a chance to talk. This will make sure that everyone will have a chance to improve their communication skill. During the virtual tour, we will have a participant break into a small group which will give them more chance in talking. After the event, we will have a feedback survey to evaluate the participant to see if they have achieved what we are aiming for by comparing them to the first survey that we have done. So the last one is conclusion of this event. So the conclusion of this event is beneficial for both of society, as it will be develop a new skill such as communication skill, hard thinking skill, and so on. And the last one will have a better view how other university manage their study during the pandemic.
So that's all from us, from our group. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.